But now he's facing first-degree murder charges in the death of his friend, 27-year-old Broderick Michael Wells. And what investigators say happened here is honestly a lot. According to police, this all went down on March 22nd. Dayton was driving a vehicle with Broderick sitting in the front passenger seat, and two other people were in the back. And at some point during that drive, an argument broke out inside of the car. And that's when everything escalated. Investigators say that during that argument, Dayton pulled out a gun and shot Broderick multiple times, including at least one shot to the head. And all of this allegedly happened while they were still inside the vehicle. So, I'm sorry, what? Because obviously, even just hearing this, you immediately start wondering how this all physically played out. And that's one of the biggest points of discussion in this story. First of all, I'm sure it's all possible. But how was Dayton driving without any arms or legs? And then while driving, how did he then pull out that gun? And even pulling out that gun while driving, how was he able to hold it stable enough to be able to shoot someone multiple times? But according to authorities, after the shooting, Dayton pulled the car over, and that's where things get even more disturbing. Police say he asked the two people in the back seat to help him move Broderick's body, which they told him absolutely not, got out of the car, ran, and eventually called the police and told them what had just happened. And not long after that, Broderick's body was found in a yard in Maryland. So I think, honestly, that's the part where that leaves a lot of questions too, because if Dayton needed help getting that body out of the car and had asked those two people in the back seat, how did he then pull over to the side of the road, get out, and leave the body in a yard all by himself? Because at this point now you have a shooting inside of a vehicle, witnesses fleeing, and a body being dumped. But the one problem was that Dayton was gone. Investigators say he was later found in Virginia at a hospital, more than 100 miles away from where this all happened. And as of right now, he's facing multiple charges, including first-degree murder, second-degree murder, assault, and the use of a firearm in the commission of a felony. He has since agreed to be extradited back to Maryland, where this case is going to move forward in court. Now, one of the biggest things people can't stop talking about in this case is the logistics of it all. Because again, Dayton is a quadruple amputee. And authorities have said that despite that, he was still able to handle and fire a weapon. And what's interesting is that he actually posted videos showing himself shooting firearms. So which we're gonna play those videos for you, for those of you watching the video version.
Let me get your phone.
So this isn't something investigators are suggesting was impossible for him to do. It's clearly something he was capable of, but still it's one of those details that just has made a lot of people kind of stop and think, how? How did this happen? And then there's also the question of motive, because right now there isn't a clear confirmed explanation why this happened. Police have said it started with an argument inside the car. But what that argument was about, how it escalated to that level, and what the relationship dynamic was between Dayton and Broderick, that still hasn't been fully laid out yet. There's been at least one person from Dayton's past, however, a past ex-girlfriend, who has come forward claiming that he had a controlling or volatile side. So we're still very much in the stage of having a lot of questions, wondering what actually really happened. And honestly, one of the biggest themes in the case so far is that major contrast. On the one hand, you have this public image, someone who people saw as resilient, inspirational, overcoming something that most of us could never even imagine. And then on the other hand, now you see these very serious allegations of violence and murder. So this is definitely one we'll be keeping a close eye on as well, and bringing you any updates, because I have a feeling there's going to be a lot more to come on this one.